Well, hey everybody, Coach Abby, Coach Logan, and today we're going to be discussing protein, basically daily recommendations, and then some things to look for whenever you're trying to figure out what a good lean source of protein is, and any other small tips around like how to get your protein in for the day.
Yeah, we'll try to keep this video under 5 minutes.
Yeah.
So, go ahead, protein. Okay, I'll go ahead, protein. So protein, foundational for building muscle. It's also known as amino acids. Your essential and non-essential amino acids. Don't worry about that too much. The building blocks of the cell, aka protein synthesis and gains. AKA.
Gains.
So daily recommendation. I got too high. Daily recommendations. It's 0.8 to 1 gram per pound of body weight. I'm so hungry. 0.8 to 1 gram per pound of body weight is what we try to adhere for leaner individuals. Rule of thumb, lean body mass, using that as a better proxy of how much protein you should be eating. If you're not under the leaner side, let's say you're like 200-300 pounds, whatever it might be, it's really going to be hard to eat 200 to 300 grams of protein if all you're eating is 100. When if you are lean as possible, maybe you're 150 or 180 pounds. So just things to consider. Leaner you are, 0.8 to 1 gram per pound makes sense. If not, try to think about your lean body mass. You can always take an estimate on that. As you consume 0.8 to 1 gram per pound, let's say I'm 200 pounds, I need to eat about 200 grams per day. If I were to disperse that into 3 feedings, that's roughly 66.7 grams of protein per feeding, which is fine. So as long as you're getting your total value of protein to be near that 0.8 to 1 gram per pound, that's the ideal thing. Then we start hierarchy. If you need to eat more frequently and all that stuff, that's kind of on you.
Nice.
But minimum 3 feedings at the 0.8 to 1 gram per pound total. My stomach's been growling so good. And then we have lean sources of protein, anywhere from chicken, dairy, turkey, deli meats, leaner turkeys, leaner beefs, pork tenderloin,
Fish.
Certain fish are always good. Tilapia,
Shellfish.
shrimp. Don't be so shellfish. So, a rule of thumb that we're kind of figuring out here is if whatever you're consuming, if every 10 calories, if it has 1 gram of protein, it's generally a pretty good source of protein. So an example of a bad source of protein that people think would be one would be peanut butter. About 180 calories per serving of peanut butter. Factor that down, there's probably only about, I think, 6 to 8, depending on what type of peanut butter you get, grams of protein. So if it's 180 and that's 8, that's not a good source of protein. But if you have something like Greek yogurt, it's about 90 to 100 calories. If it's non-fat and if it's no added sugars, you're getting almost 16 to 17 grams of protein in that 100 calories, so that fits within that ratio nicely. So 100 grams or 100 calories, 10 grams of protein, great source of protein. Any other good sources?
Of protein.
You can do supplementation. Definitely try to get most of your protein from whole foods, but if supplementation is necessary, there's nothing wrong with doing that. Just make sure you do try to get actual whole foods.
Yes. Trying to think of other good sources.
There is fat-free cheese out there, low-fat cottage cheese. I wrote a liner. It's tough.
Cottage cheese.
Cottage cheese. That's a hard word for this. So just it's whatever you can consistently have. Recommendation for the protein. Try to food prep best you can, but always have things that you can have on the backside. So if it's deli meat that you can easily have accessible, it's very low friction. We get into these bad habits of doing what is easy, what is simple. So if you can make protein easy and simple, it makes it a lot easier to get that than ordering Grubhub or getting a pizza ordered.
Pizza.
Cool.
Yeah, I don't really think I have anything to add.
All right.
So.
All right, if you guys have any questions, leave them in the comments below. Any other sources of protein that you use for yourself that kind of fits within this 10 to 1 ratio or even better than that, let us know. But that's all we have.
Sweet. All right, bye everybody.